We'll see a couple more showers and thunderstorms will move through the area as we head through the rest of your evening. But overnight, not bad. A little on the more comfortable side as well, with lows mainly in the mid to at times upper 40s. That will set the stage for a pretty nice day overall on Thursday. Beyond a couple of isolated showers here and there up in northern portions of South Dakota. We're also seasonably warm with highs holding in the 70s. It'll get even warmer on Friday. We'll talk about that coming up, but until then, First at 4 starts right now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group. KELOLAND News, first at 4.
Coming up, the charges one driver is facing after a crash near Hazel.
Plus, the challenges a Minnesota couple is facing trying to get home after their baby was born prematurely in Brazil.
And we will tell you what we know about a shooting that left a Central European leader with life-threatening injuries. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. A man who spent more than a decade working with kids on the Pine Ridge Reservation is headed to federal prison for sex trafficking. 57-year-old Gordon Weston was the activities coordinator for the emergency youth shelter in Pine Ridge from 2009 to 2021. Prosecutors say he would ask young girls who stayed at the shelter to be friends with him on Facebook after they left.
He contacted at least one girl and offered her money and transportation in exchange for sex. Earlier this year, a jury found him guilty of enticement of a minor and sex trafficking. He faced up to life in prison. This week, though, a judge has sentenced him to 15 years behind bars, followed by 5 years of supervision.
Another South Dakota reservation has banned Governor Kristi Noem. The Lower Brule Sioux Tribal Council made the decision earlier today. It's the 7th reservation with land in South Dakota to officially ban the governor.
Meantime, Governor Kristi Noem is getting ready for another trip to the southern border. A news release says that tomorrow she'll meet with South Dakota National Guardsmen who were sent to build a border wall. Following the trip, Noem has scheduled a news conference in Pierre that will include local news media.
A home in Irene is a total loss after a fire early this morning. The fire chief says crews were called to the East Main Street around 2 o'clock. Crews from Viborg, Centerville, and Wakanda battled the fire for 4 hours. The cause is under investigation. No one was hurt.
A juvenile is facing a long list of charges, including DUI, following a crash southwest of Hazel, South Dakota. The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office says that it happened just after 8 o'clock on Saturday night. Authorities say that the car went into the ditch and through a fence, but no one was hurt.
Well, it's a little cooler out there today.
Yeah, the clouds moved in, had a few little light rain showers overnight there, Adam.
Yeah, we had that. We've also been keeping an eye on some thunderstorms, actually, in southwestern Minnesota, where a couple of them could pack a little bit of an extra punch, some gusty winds and a little bit heavier rainfall as well. Right now, a couple of those storms are east of Laverne as we start there, actually more toward the Worthington area where we're seeing some of those storms right now. But either way, there is Main Street in Laverne. It has been a pretty cloudy day, occasionally wet. We had a couple of thunderstorms move through the town not too long ago. Meanwhile, downtown here in Sioux Falls, yeah, it's pretty gray in the skies above, but it's also been mainly dry in the afternoon. I know in the morning we had a little bit of rain to deal with. 71 at the airport, a westerly breeze at 13 miles per hour. We're sitting in the 50s though, up toward Mulbridge, they're at 55, along with Valentine, 53 toward Pine Ridge, 57 Custer, Rapid City and Spearfish at 61 apiece, 67 though for Chamberlain as well as Brookings, 10 cooler than that as you go into Watertown, and 59 in Aberdeen. Winds have turned in general to the northwest. That's going to help cool things down a little bit as we head into the night. We'll also try to clear out a little bit more, especially in eastern and southeastern KELOLAND. A couple of locations still seeing that southerly breeze in place, like Yankton over to Spencer, Worthington, and Marshall, but that is going to gradually change as we head into and beyond the evening commute. So we still have a little more rain out there up toward Sisseton, points north along I-29. Again, a couple of those thunderstorms out toward Worthington, Slayton as well, and then portions of northwestern Iowa as well. Then we have a few more rain showers extending from Pierre through Jones County, all the way down toward Mission and along the Nebraska border. But that's going to be just about it as we head through the rest of the evening. For tomorrow, though, mainly dry and also seasonably warm. We'll have highs mainly in the mid to upper 70s to the southeast and mid 70s in general. up to the northeast. Now, the one fly in the ointment there is going to be an isolated shower chance here and there as we head toward, say, Eureka and Mulbridge, but overall, we're mainly dry. For West River locations and everybody along the Missouri River Valley, we're again going to see mid to upper 70s with a healthy mix of sun and clouds. We have another warm day on the way for Friday, unseasonably warm at that, before we kind of come back down a little bit toward where we should be for this time of year. We'll talk about that, plus additional rain chances on the way on your 7-day forecast as we head through the hour.
Thanks, Adam. A Twin Cities couple is fighting to get their newborn baby home after he was born abroad. Adam Duxter shares their miraculous story and the challenge they're facing to get home.
So basically, we are caught in bureaucratic limbo. It takes one person to make the call. It takes one person to make the right call.
For Chris and Sherry Phillips, it's a full-on fight to get back home after a trip to Brazil became a trip to the hospital.
I just thought I was sore. But in the middle of the night, I was, started bleeding.
Just 6 months pregnant and almost 6,000 miles from home, Sherry was having contractions.
I was in the operating room with her, and it was terrifying. Eventually, it just became obvious that he was going to be born.
Grayson Phillips, born March 12th. Just 2 pounds, 2 ounces, and fighting for his life. Doctors resuscitated his heart, and Grayson spent 51 days in a Brazilian intensive care unit.
We just need to get him home.
But now, out of the hospital, the Phillips still abroad months later, waiting on a Brazilian judge to approve Grayson's birth certificate. From there, they were told they'd have to take their newborn, still too small for a car seat, hundreds of miles away to a foreign embassy to get a passport. A precious infant, a miracle in his own right. Now, seemingly in need of a miracle to start his life back home in Minnesota.
But what we need is for this story to be seen by somebody who can make real change happen and get us home.
So to be home in our house with help, people to wash the dishes and hold him, would mean the world.
Adam Duxter, WCCO News.
Data released by the CDC earlier this year showed that early term and preterm births have increased in the U.S. over the past decade.